By the way, another story that's out there, and it's a really silly one, is the whole because it's a report, right? Which the report is a bunch of bullshit because there's lots of reports out there that are a bunch of bullshit, and all the media does is repeat them because they don't have any insight on it. So then they just repeat it over and over again. And, we squash those kind of things here all the time. Um, Tua's not playing for his job. I'm glad he actually phrased it. I'm not even going to bother playing the cut or whatever. That he's playing like he's always played. He's always been the starter, and that's how he's always thought about it. He's playing to try to help his team win the game. And I understand whatever hatred some of you have, or dislike, or distrust that you have in Tua. I get it. I understand. But if you think anybody on the bench is going to do better, that's where you're stupid. That's where you're a moron. Sorry, but just want you to know. Okay? And in a dysfunctional environment, listen, I'm a Tua guy. So personally, I want him benched and I want him cut. I don't think he should waste one more minute of time with this franchise at all, personally. I would do everything in my power to want to get the hell out of here in the offseason if I'm any player with this team. But when you have a coach that can't get plays in on time, doesn't really know how to use his talent, doesn't know how to use the running game, young quarterbacks are just going to struggle, like you've seen when Tua goes down, that nobody else can do anything because it's really hard to succeed with that loser as your coach. So Tua is not playing for his job. He's playing for survival. That's what he's playing for. Flat out survival. And that's what everyone on that team is playing for now at this point. They need to survive this disaster and then figure a way off the Titanic if they're not free agents. They're all having conversations with their agents. They're all trying to figure out ways to get out. And I get it. It's a talking point because anything quarterback is a talking point. And lazy people in the media, whether it's writing, whether it's on radio, they'll use it as a topic so they can use it as some kind of a hook that there's actually some reality to it. If Tua gets benched, it's because everything around him is so bad that it's not even helping him. And when you put another guy in like they did with Ewers, he's going to look exactly like how Ewers did. Terrible. Because there is no environment that is conducive to players having success, not just quarterbacks, players. That's what this man has created. And now you've got an environment where they're not going to listen to him anymore. They're going to be planning their vacations. They're going to be playing their own brand of football from here on out. And they're going to try to put whatever they think is right on film. Because since he's been misleading you for so long, you're now not going to listen and you're going to do what you think is right in certain moments, because that's what you're going to want to put on film, not what he told you to do. This is not an environment to put any kind of quarterback in. I feel bad that Tua has to play in this environment. I'm hoping that he survives it. I know those of you that hate, dislike, distrust, whatever it is with Tua, you're probably dying for him to get injured. But if you think him getting benched solves any kind of issues or creates any kind of positivity, God, you couldn't be more full of shit. You couldn't be more off.